What's good, y'all? It's your boy Yang here again on the Berries channel. And today I want to let you guys know this content is for you. If you work a job, if you work 40 to 60 hours a week, or you take care of a kid, or you just play multiple games and you don't have a bunch of time to be on Marvel Rivals, but you still want to get better, this is the channel for you, right? So in my previous video, I talked about how you can just improve by not switching, choosing to play against your counters, your matchups. And here it's like I just started trying to get in my bag. I messed up. I made a mistake. I accidentally double dashed. They found me. It's embarrassing. And then I was like, hold on, let me get myself together. But in this game, right, I go 50 and 10 at Psylocke. Mind you, look, y'all, I got a job. I don't I don't play the game like that. I might get on Marvel Rivals maybe maybe 5 hours max out the week. So I don't really get a lot of time to practice my skills. But when I come in here, yo, I be serious. I be trying to, make the plays. And in this matchup, I think right now we are triple support, which kind of works in my favor. And then eventually they switch to triple support. As a Psylocke player, triple support is highly annoying to deal with. Very annoying to deal with, right? And also I want to give you guys a caveat. This is a yapping session, so feel free to skip around to whatever is relevant to you. But there's an Emma, which we have. Emma is good for me. I have a matchup, but for them, right now we're rolling them. When the comp switches up, it gets really difficult to play. And to cover a concept, I feel like that's really important. That one of the YouTuber, not another YouTuber, but another user mentioned was the concept of failing forward. And I feel like this game is like the perfect example of that. I've been getting smoked, losing a lot on Psylocke, right? Dealing with the people that's cooking me, trying to flame me for not switching. Then I get a game where I get to pop off. And to dig into the concept of failing forward is really about being relaxed. I think when you hear the word failing, when we hear failing forward, it just sounds painful. It sounds like, oh, this is bad, this is not good, I have to commit to a sacrifice and all this stuff. And that's not the case, right? Failing forward has to do with really how relaxed you are and how aware you can be on the game. This is why on this channel, like Smooth and I always talk about just having the awareness of how you feel, your emotions, not letting people tilt you. Because if you are like me, you're employed, or you run a business, or you got family, just something going on, but you still want to get on the game, you still enjoy competitive, and you don't want to come on here and suck. You have to use your time wisely. Like, your time is very valuable. I might get on the game and play for maybe 1 hour and I have to get off. So whatever happens in that hour is important to me. It doesn't mean that I try to rush my experience. It doesn't mean that I try to do things that are out of the ordinary. It just means that I come on the game with an intention. I come on into the game with an idea in mind of what I want to learn, what I want to practice, what I want to get better at. And then this match, I'm really super rusty. This is my first game on for today. Super rusty, but I'm continuing to explore as Psylocke, continuing to explore two concepts. One, what you see right now, which is pressuring the tank, and then getting the off angle and trying to bother the supports. My aim is very terrible. I didn't warm up yet, but I'm getting into the rhythm. And as you guys can see, as somebody who is not fundamentally amazing, who's not really good, I'm still somehow putting myself in a position to make plays and to get kills as a Psylocke player, even though I'm not hitting shots. And this is what Smooth talks about when he talks about positioning, when he talks about as a tank making space. Just because you're a tank, you're not a tank, doesn't mean you can't make space as a DPS. Doesn't mean that you can't put yourself in a position to make plays. And I think depending on what you are, who you are in the game, and you're not really your character, but just the style of being aggressive, you can get so far by being aggressive in games and staying relaxed that you're able to execute with more precision. And that is what leads to growth on the game. You're gonna have mistakes, right? You're gonna do things where it's like, hey, all right, I probably shouldn't I shouldn't be frontlining right now, but I want to do damage. Like fundamentally, wanting to be in a position to do damage as a DPS is good, but positionally, I might be in the wrong spot. I shouldn't be here. Why am I in this spot? We have one tank, and it's like I'm the one that's making space as a DPS. I'm learning. I'm putting myself in a position that's uncomfortable. I'm putting myself in a position where I can make a mistake or I can make a play, and that's really what failing forward is about. It's about being aggressive and intentional in how you game, how you make plays, how you position yourself, and what do you need to do on the game. Like right there, I made a mistake. Like I dashed into the middle of their team because I thought I was going to get the kill on the Luna. Somehow I made it out. I escaped, right? But this is an example. These are those microcosms that happens in the game where you do something, you almost get it right, and you mess up and you die or you escape. And I'm learning. I'm constantly putting myself in a position as a Psylocke player, right, to be somewhere to make a play, to do damage, even if I want to make them look back. Like right here, I almost killed the Luna, right? But the attempt before that, y'all saw it failed. I got out, I escaped. It was a slither right there. The second time I did that, where I did the same flank, it worked. And I'm repeating certain things, like, you know, I'm making them bread and butter to the game. You know, I'm making it a fundamental decision that I'm gonna be at an offing, I'm gonna be at a flank, because this is where I get the most value as a Psylocke player. And you might not be a Psylocke player. Like there, I don't know what I did. Like that's just not playing enough on the game, truthfully. But I'm constantly putting myself in a position to maximize the damage or maximize the utility of the character that I'm using. You know, if you're a Namor, flanking might not always be the best thing for you to do consistently in your gameplay, but you'll find that out through trial and error. And that's what really this is about. Like the education that we give here on this game is about using your time mindfully, so that way you can get better with the limited time that you do have, and then improve as high as you can for the amount of time you have on the game. And in this game, me going 50-10 against people that I know probably play this game 6 hours a day, don't get me wrong, it feels good. And this is the best feeling when you start to see yourself improving from the work that you put in. You see yourself improving from that intentional time that you decided to put into the game to practice certain fundamentals, to put yourself in a position to win or to make plays. I'm always keeping that one dash to get out. I'm always trying to find the health back. I'm either using the invis to engage, or I'm using the invis to escape. And despite my lack of mechanical ability, I'm always in a spot to make a play. Boom, look at this. Like, I'm just frying them. As you can tell, I'm warmed up. I'm warmed up now. At this point, on the first point, I'm 22-4. I'm 22-4 in this lobby. Mind you, this is like a plat game. I think I was plat 3 or plat 2 when it started this session, and I'm literally dominating these people. We are triple support, and I think they decide to go triple support. Now, Psylocke is not good against triple support. She is really not good at all when it comes to bursting people down. Of course, if you have more time to get mechanically better to hit more shots, it becomes easier. But now they also have a Panther, so this is when it gets kind of spooky for me when the game starts. I'm putting pressure on the tank because I just know this, from a priority standpoint, I have to focus on the people that are the most difficult to hit. I can't hit anything on the Black Panther. Like, bro is moving like a mile a minute on my screen. We finally kill him. But this is probably some game for people who play DPS or play a person that has to peel. In that situation where the Venom is diving on her backline, I know that most of the time I'm not going to kill the Venom, but I have to pressure him in some type of way to support my team, so that way he leaves and repositions. Because if I'm gone while they're flanking, while our team's getting flanked, that's going to lead to tilt. That's going to lead to people being upset, because it's like they're just going to feel like you're not supporting them, you're not helping them. But I got fried. But somehow I made a play. that's just being in a good spot. That's just being in a good spot, honestly. I can't even say nothing about that. Like, that's just fundamentally being myself, being in the right spot and producing luck for myself, because I'm just constantly putting myself at a flank where they can't do anything. But back to target prioritization. Venom. Like, Venom now, he's annoyed with me. They're diving me. They're tired of me. But I have to pressure him. It's always better for me as a DPS player to be hitting squishy targets. But when they start to run dive characters, when they start to run characters that are going to pester your backline, you have to support them. You have to peel. You have to apply some type of pressure. I always make the best plays when I'm finding the off angle, when I'm going after somebody on the flank. But yo, I have to do what I need to do. We don't have two tanks. We just have the Emma, I believe. We just have the Emma. No. We have the Emma and we have Magneto now. But I gotta help. Those are two characters I can't really do too much about Venom. I mean, the Emma could grab him, but he has to get pressured. Like, he has so much damn armor. It didn't even work here. And I think this is when they thought they really had a chance. Now when we get into this part of the game, this is where the learning happens, right? The first point, I fried them back in the same spot to make a play. Got one again. It's just something about being in that spot. Dang, I didn't touch that, John. This is where the first half, right? The game, I was frying them, right? Like, I'm just cooking them. I'm 22. I was 22-4. This match now, I'm 27. I'm 27-6. So I'm essentially went 3. I've only gone 3-2 coming out into this match. And they're triple support. And as Psylocke, I struggle. I already struggle right now to hit shots. Like, I'll be completely honest about that. But now there's a healer. There's multiple healers, and it's gonna get crazy. And this is where fundamentally you have to go through these experiences. You don't just swap, because now this game, it went from me frying them to turning into a learning experience, because it's gotten hard. It's gotten difficult. There's a Jeff, there's a Blade, there's a Luna, right? There's a Venom dive in the backline. There's so many things going on where I have to try to figure out what the target priority is. But I can't learn this because I'm switching. So I'm focusing my brain on playing a character I may not know, instead of focusing on playing a character that I do know against a composition where now my brain isn't necessarily thinking about, okay, how do I play Psylocke? It's thinking about what's the best position for me? Who's the best target? Who should I be trying to get? I have my first bad ult, and they also switched the thing. So now it's even crazier of CC, and I walk out of the cloak ult, and things are getting hard. And this is what we talk about when we are emphasizing not switching. We're not telling you to be an asshole to your team, right? Like, I'm saying not switching, and it's like I'm also 30-7. It's not the best that I did the last time. And this is me learned. Remember, help your supports, pressure the tank, make them reposition, make them get out of there, punish them for what they did, right? But I'm like 27 and whatever, and I'm not switching because I have to learn. I could easily switch and play for the win, right? Play some type of CC character or some type of brawl character. But this is not how you learn. This is not how you improve at the game. All you do is just give yourself some copium to possibly get a win. And a lot of times people don't tell you, at least in this elo, like, you'll counter switch and you could counter switch and still lose the game. It don't even matter half the time. Like, you could think that, oh yeah, I'm gonna win because I picked this Namor against the Spidey. That doesn't mean that. And I feel like you look goofier when you make a counter swap and you don't know the character that you're playing. You look goofy. Another amazing ult right at the supports. Like, I'm snapping this game, but that's just me practicing the fundamentals. So here I noticed something. It's like, okay, the opportunity that I have when you're playing Psylocke against a triple support composition is that you have to wait for the team to divide their attention. When I'm busy, I'm doing the right thing, putting out damage in the beginning of the fight, it's easy for all the attention to go on me. So to me playing Psylocke into a triple support comp like this, I have to consider allowing their team to fragment themselves, like to start separating themselves, to let them make space so I can decide to punish them. Like when you see their things overextending, instead of me shooting the thing who's probably not going to die, I could be using that moment now to threaten the heals, to threaten them. And now look at me, I'm playing aggressive. I realize I'm not going to kill them. They're chain healing themselves. I use the invis. I'm back on the point to pressure the Strange. He's getting healed through all of that, but I'm just farming. Oh, I'm back in the air. I'm back in the spot to try to get a kill. I get one. Like, I'm always putting myself in that position to land that Psylocke against their supports, and when they're in a spot where they can't support each other, they can't stop me from killing them. And this is when it gets turned into a clusterfuck. Excuse my language. And we're fighting on this forever. And here, I think I just have to improve mechanically, because it's just, I have to hit shots. You hit shots, like this fight ends. There's so much stuff going on. You're getting blinded. There's like all these things flying on the screen. I can't hit a shot for anything. Like, one, I probably need to get a better PC. But here is like an example of where I've never experienced this type of like spam and graphic shit going on, that I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know who to prioritize. My brain is just going crazy. I'm unaware, and it's just it's literally a clusterfuck. But you need these moments, so that way next time I'm in this, you know what? Let me just farm. If they're in the middle of the ult, farm damage off the tank. Once the ult is over, prioritize the squishies again, and just try to maintain that off angle against them. Really hit your shots. Play calm. Be relaxed, so that way I can hit the shots. This is the longest overtime I've experienced in my life. We literally have gotten off the cart, died, and then respawned and came back on the cart. I'm trying. I can say I'm doing my best to try to hit my shots, but I just struggle to hit shots up close with this 3D, like the 3D character, third person like angle. Like the shots just they don't always hit the way they are supposed to. But this is a super long, sequence that occurs. We're just fighting forever. I'm literally about to come back again after dying, and we're still in overtime. I've never experienced this type of like cluster before. So for me, it's just like, hey, you never experienced before. Now we have data on this. Next time, we know how we could cycle in and out on this. But this video has kind of been dragging out. And if you're still here, I appreciate you for listening. I appreciate you for throwing me in the background, just letting me just talk through this game, letting you just see how I'm learning, what I'm doing to get better. That was just a bad ult there. There was no pressure. But guess who pulled up? Strange with the crazy ult. And this is just getting, it's hard, man. I'm not gonna hold you. This right here is like, I'm not performing. This is where the struggle comes in. I'm 40-9, and I think they push it. They just push it. But I'm just dedicated to learning. I'm dedicated to using my time intentionally when I get on the game, and I'm dedicated to finding a way to improve. Am I perfect? By any means, no. I'm not a streamer. I'm not this most amazing, talented, gamer. But I do the best that I can with the time and resources that I have. Like this Jeff, he wants me now. He's tired of me. Like, he wants me so bad. But I'm fundamentally just playing well. I'm trying to avoid damage. I get in, I get out, I poke around. Once everybody looks at me, I leave. And this is just nutty. Like, I don't even know what to do. I press the E in the middle of the thing. I'm just tripping. Like, I'm not even doing things that make sense. Strange trying to burst me down. I'm just trying to stop the cart because it's overtime again. Mag bubbles me. Perfect bubble. I probably should have ulted right here. and I do, but it was too late because I let the cloak get her all off. If I did it right when I came out there, I was in a perfect position to do it. And this Luna is just wrecking me. It's like, dang, like how, like the triple support stuff, bro. It's almost like they just default to it. I mean, we've been on triple support too, so it's like I can't really talk. Damn, that blade really he just sauced my shit. God damn. I can't really say too much about them running triple support because we're doing it. They push the cart and make it all the way, and we get to the final round, right? And this is where some of the pain that I went through in the last round of just dealing with the frustration, dealing with me not knowing, kind of comes into the learning experience, comes into fruition. We have in the more switches, you know, he gets a quick pick off, and we're able to just keep the fight going like that. But I'm back in position. I'm not hitting shots. I have to learn how to hit shots. Like, that's the reality. I'm using my E effectively. And this is where you learn, bro. Like, when all of this chaos is happening, when things are just weird and you don't know what you're doing and you're dying, you're making mistakes, people aren't dying. This is what you need. This is what growth looks like. This is what when they finessed him like that, bro, I was so proud. That's another thing, man. We have to start being supportive to our teammates. You have to start congratulating them for when they make plays. Like, I think a lot of this conversation has been about me as an individual, me of how I spend my time on a game, the mentality that I have on the game. But this is a team game. This requires more than one person to play, and I think that there's been a lot of focus on the toxicity of Marvel Rivals, and rightfully so. Like, it's very annoying. People like say all types of crazy stuff on the game, but I think it's equally as important for us to shed light on being supportive of our teammates, being supportive of the people that we are playing the game with. Like, throughout this game, I continually, like, I believe I was telling the support that they're doing well. Just encouraging them, like telling them, like, well, if you see somebody make a good play, like, you feel good about it. This is something I'm really annoyed by. I let that penny mine just sit there too long. Like, my brain was just not thinking correctly. Like, hey, take out, like, we literally look at the penny mine and just let it go. But being just supportive of your teammates, making them feel good, it goes a long way. Like, there's nobody you're gonna want to play harder for, than a person that's really showing you love, a person that's really, like, supporting you. If you have a sports background, if you come from any type of team-based sport, you know that feeling when it's like you just willing to go hard for your teammates because you love them, or you fuck with them, like, you respect them. Like, that will drive you to do amazing things that you never done before. That will stop you from wanting to make mistakes, stop you from wanting to do stuff, that's just non-caring. And that Jeff, he had an amazing counter off just by grabbing them. I've never seen that. He unlocked that in my mind. Never seen a Jeff do that. And I almost was about to type in the chat, like, yo, bro, you got it. Like, I wasn't gonna get any kills off that Psylocke ult, but their enemy Jeff swallowing their team so they can't die to Psylocke ult, that's top 5. That's top 5. Like, he got it. Like, we're in a match that's like people are really going in. And in this example, I feel like I spend too much time just shooting the tanks because I'm so afraid to really be off of the cart because we're in overtime. It takes me mad long to just shoot the penny mines, and that's all we had to do to get through the choke. Now you guys about to watch me just miss my close range shots. Mechanically, I'm just not there, guys. I gotta take my own advice and download aim labs or something like that and start incorporating it. Like, look how low I got, bro, and I just could not hit that shot. I think I get it. Like, that's just insane. He jumped near the John, so I got him off that. That's insane, but I just had to hit shots, and this would have ended so much faster. But that's the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this yap session. Just to close it out, man. This is the Psylocke dropping, the employee Psylocke dropping 50 on the lobby, going 50 and 10, right? And this is what failing forward looks like. This is what happens when you put the practice in, when you put the work in, right? When you deal with the uncomfortable situations, you get faced with new uncomfortable situations, and you get to improve and win. We had one of our teammates do 63k damage. That's crazy. I did 48k damage, had 27 final hits, and went 50 and 10. This is not normal. Of course, this is a plat lobby. This isn't the most amazing place to game right now, right? We're not at the pro level, but I'm proud of myself because shit, I spend more time doing other things besides playing Marvel Rivals. When I come here and I can get on first game and drop 50, that's lit. I'm sure any of you guys would appreciate that. Any of you guys would feel good dropping 50, bragging to your boys, bragging to your duo, you and your duo, trio, queue, whatever it may be, and you can put the team on your back like that and get the MVP. So this has been a longer video. This has been something that we're typically not going to do on the Barry's channel because it's just so long. We like to keep our videos under 12-15 minutes, really try to get in that 7 mark, but I just had to make this just in celebration and also to help just break down some concepts and just yap, man. Have a good one, y'all. It's your boy Yang, closing out on the Barry's channel.